What is up, my freakatoids? Rocking the classic shirt. Y'all probably only gonna think I got a couple of fucking clothes, but I don't give a fuck what you think. Um, this is just one of my favorite shirts. But I'm coming to the realization that this probably gonna be the hardest time of my life. This probably gonna be the hardest year of my life, and I'm really coming to terms with that. I'm really coming to terms with the fact that I have to face this year with everything in me, and I can't slack on the next part of my life that's coming up. It's a big surprise. I mean, not a surprise for whoever's probably on the other side of the screen because you probably don't know me. But for the people that know me, they know that whatever's about to come in the next couple of months, 100% not expected, 100% um did it on a whim. And right now it's sinking in that I'm 100% committed. You know, I've stopped I've stopped doing a lot of things that was holding me back. And it's gonna take a lot to readjust my life to not doing those certain things and to see other people doing those things without partaking in it myself. That's gonna be the realest challenge of all, you know. But you have to make sacrifices for what you really want. Plus, you have your whole life to indulge. So I'm taking 20-year-old me and sacrificing this year to grind. So I set the foundation this year and I won't have to do a damn thing. After this year, I will have to do a damn thing. I could be a housewife if I want to. But I gotta get it for myself first. I gotta make sure that I'm good on all fronts, no matter what happens. And that's taking this next step within my life. But it's me coming to the fact, well, coming to terms with the fact that like this is probably gonna be the hardest year of my life. You know? Especially cause like I'm not a kid. Like when you were a kid, you probably had some hard times, but because you had rose colored glasses on and you didn't understand everything. You couldn't really see it from a different perspective. You couldn't really see life from a adult lens. And seeing everything from an adult lens makes everything harder. You know what I mean? Makes everything that much harder. Because you kind of realize the mental battles that are that have to be faced in order to do the things that you want to do, and it's not as easy as doing it as a kid. Because as a kid, you way more determined because you're proving it to yourself as well. But once you become an adult, it's kind of like in those teen and kid years, you've achieved what you feel like you could achieve. Um, at least like on a physical level, right? Like people, like you can get a kid to do a lot of physical activity and they won't see it as a challenge. They won't see it. They'll see it as a challenge, but they won't see it as something that's impossible. Like kids have the mindset that you really are supposed to take throughout your entire life, which is I can do anything. I can do whatever I want. And growing up, kind of realizing that there's limitations, or making yourself believe that there are limitations on what you can do can cloud up that image of the world is my oyster. So it's me really coming to terms and coming to that realization that like life is about to get for real with me. Like it's getting real. It's getting real. Like I'm really setting the foundation for what I want my future to look like. And I owe it to myself to do these things because I only get one shot in this life, and I should take every opportunity that's given to me, you know? And I shouldn't feel bad about putting in hard work because that's what we really all supposed to be doing. But because of the age that we in, where everything can really be done for you at this point, and nobody sees the value in gaining those skills themselves because I got ChatGPT. And if I want to clean, I got a housekeeper. If I want to dig in finance, I got an accountant. You know what I mean? There's certain things you can do to get out of doing hard work. But I gotta remind myself that that ain't a that ain't a good play. That ain't a good play. Making somebody or something do all the work for you because you won't know shit, and you supposed to be the person that shit applies to. You know what I mean? Like I've seen medical students use ChatGPT to get by on their classes, and it's like, you're supposed to have that knowledge. You're supposed to have that knowledge from the book because you're going to be applying those things to actual people. You know what I mean? So it's like ChatGPT can't direct you on how to do a surgery, you know, because ChatGPT ain't in the room with you. But you know what I mean? Like it's honestly hitting me. It's hitting me real, really like, and I'm having a mental battle and mental warfare, and it hasn't even been 24 hours. It probably has now, but it ain't even, it ain't even been a full week sitting in these motions. And obviously, like, once I start doing those things routinely, it'll just become that routine. So I won't look at it as being differentiating. It's just gonna be hard in the beginning, and that's why I'm in right. That's what I'm in right now is the beginning. But like I said, I owe it to myself, and I deserve the best things of all. I deserve the greatest things in life, and if I know that I deserve that, then why wouldn't I go get that for myself? So that's exactly what I'm gonna go do. Go get all that shit for myself, because that's what I deserve. And you don't get nothing without hard work. And I'm learning. So that's where I'm at right now in my life. Today is April the 11th, 2025. I cannot believe I'm making this decision, but I also can believe it because it's like, I owe it to myself, dog. I owe it to myself. I owe it to my future kids. I owe it to my future husband. I owe it to my future self. I have to act how I want to be seen, or I have to act how I want to. You know what I mean? Because when you're younger, you're like, oh, at 20, I want to do this. By 25, I want to do this. And it's like, you get to that age and you like, hold on. That shit came around quicker than I thought. I'm like, I thought I had more time looking at it. But it's like, I think you got to get in those motions as soon as you realize it. So this is as soon as I'm realizing it. So this is as soon as it's going to happen. Can't go back in time. All I can do is move forward. And that's what I'm doing. So y'all wish me luck with this year. I would say hopefully it's going to be worth it, but I know it's going to be worth it. Especially when I can grasp my future. Like I can see that shit. Like it's like I'm looking down a tunnel and I can see it. Granted, I also see a lot of droops and drops and mistakes and mishaps and failures, but ultimately I still see that end goal. I don't see me stopping. As long as there's air in my lungs, I'm not on my buns. You know what I'm saying? In every video I am, but trust me, outside of these videos, I'm off my buns. You understand? So yeah, the message is, do for yourself what you want others to do for you. And you owe it to yourself to be great. You owe it to yourself to be deserving of everything you want to achieve. And you owe it to yourself to go get all of those things while you're able-bodied, able-minded, um, while you're living and you're breathing, you know? Especially in the day and time that we're in now, there should be nothing holding you back at all. For past generations, there was a lot of things that could have deterred them, a lot of things that took them a longer time to get to where they wanted to be or to know the knowledge that they wanted to know. Knowledge wasn't always free. But in this day and age, any question I got, I can ask and get an instant answer. I don't have to wait on nothing. And it's like, for us to have that and to not use it is a great disservice to yourself. It's not a disservice to nobody else but you. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll save yourself time, effort, and energy. Because that's really all you have is time. That's the only thing of value is time. So use it to your advantage. Because that's the only thing. That's the only thing you cannot buy. That's the only thing you cannot purchase. It's time. So use it wisely. Use it surrounded by people that you love. Don't hold grudges. Forgive people. And leave with an open heart and a sharp mind. And believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to. This is your only drawback. If you ever feel like you can't get something right, this is your only stopping point. this is the only thing that would ever stop you. It's how you perceive your brain. This is the only deterrent. It's what's up in here. So if you don't have anything but negativity feeding what's up in here, guess what the outcome will be within the physical? Everything you've conjured up in here. Know yourself and know who you want to become and become that no matter what anybody says. You can do whatever you want as long as you have the mindset and the heart, the knowledge, the structure. Be the best version of yourself. Don't slack off. Don't be lazy. Be attentive. Be accurate. Be consistent. And most of all, be determined. Get it done no matter the cost. You know? And that's really all I have for today. But yeah, this year's getting serious. And I'm not running. I'm not running from anything. If anything, I'm running towards it. But yeah. Bye.